45 years ago, most of you viewers were not even born, and Campa Cola was just a ghost to you. This was the mid-70s, when India was broke with just $3.2 billion in forex reserves. Indira Gandhi's emergency had just ended, Amar Akbar Anthony was the biggest hit of the year, and Parda Hai Parda was playing on every Vivid Bharati radio station.
Parda hai, parda hai.
Indira Gandhi was thrashed at the polls, and the country's first non-Congress Prime Minister Morarji Desai had been elected. But before leaving, she created a new law where foreign companies like Coke had to reduce their ownership to 40%. Bitter rival of Indira, George Fernandes, the new industries minister under Morarji, wasted no time in arm-twisting multinationals using her law.
Coca-Cola will have to share its formula with Indian partners, else they can leave India.
They left, along with IBM, who was also being compelled to share their proprietary technology. The result was that the cola space was up for grabs, and multiple Indian brands, notably Campa Cola, Thrill, Thumbs Up and Double 7, latched onto the opportunity. The first one, Campa Cola, was launched by Delhi's Charanjit Singh, Coke's erstwhile manufacturer and distributor for 27 years, later signing on the Maine Pyar Kiya hero Salman Khan in 1983 for his first ever commercial with Tiger Shroff's mother Aisha Shroff on a yacht of the Andamans. Vijay Malia's McDowell's Thrill was the leader in colas for some time, with actress Rati Agnihotri from the hit 1981 movie Ek Duje Ke Liye endorsing it.
Share my thrill.
Thumbs Up was launched by Mumbai's Ramesh Chauhan of Parle Bisleri in 1977 with a spicy orange tang to the cola that packed more fizz. The brand was famously misspelt on purpose because 1. The law did not permit dictionary words to be used as brand names, and 2. Because the B was anyway disturbing the design element and not fitting onto the crown. Thumbs Up's catchy punchline, "Happy days are here again," could cheekily be referring to either the availability of colas in India once again after Coke's exit or celebrating the end of Indira Gandhi's emergency, which the government also played upon by launching their own cola brand, Double 7, slyly commemorating their victory over Indira Gandhi in the general elections of 1977. However, back then, the market was largely urban and colas were consumed only on occasions or when dining out. In most Indian households, squashes and sharbat concentrates were a popular welcome drink for guests. In the late 70s, you could get a good cup of tea for 25 paise.
So anything more than that felt like indulgence or expensive.
Then there were other problems. Soft drinks were rarely stored at home as fridges were too small, and bottles had to be returned to get back your deposit. Too complicated. The market was too small for 4 players to emerge, where previously there had been just one, Coca-Cola. So the competition in the 1980s was fierce, and the freebies given away mouth-watering. A Maruti Deluxe car, 1984 Olympic Games and US Disneyland tickets, color televisions, video games. Kisan Mehta, then head of Thrill, quipped,
Just as one tandoori chicken is much like another tandoori chicken, so one cola is much like another cola. The difference is in the extra twist you can add to the flavor and the package.
Similarly, much of the financial advice you get on the internet is generic. What you really need is investment advice specifically tailored to suit your needs, and that is what Pi offers, your personal wealth manager. At Pi, you can consult with highly qualified and experienced financial planners who are MBAs, CAs and CFAs from premier institutes like the IIMs and have decades of experience in investment planning. They will speak with you one-on-one to understand your income expense profile, financial goals and personal preferences, and accordingly design a personalized, holistic financial plan that includes not just investments but also insurance, loans, taxes, basically everything related to money. Further, they have a highly secure Super Money app wherein you can buy, sell investment products and track all your investments at one place. And of course, they are SEBI registered. Click on the link in the description to schedule a complimentary financial planning session with their experts. Additionally, Bisbo's viewers get 3 exclusive additional offers on using the code BISBOCAM. 1. Advisory on 5 lakhs of investments for free. 2. Free tax planning. And 3. Free ITR filing. Join the Pi Club now. Link active till June 2028.
Just as one tandoori chicken is much like another tandoori chicken, so one cola is much like another cola. The difference is in the extra twist you can add to the flavor and the package.
But he went too far trying to be different, positioning it as a space-age drink when it was really a lifestyle product, and fell behind, selling just 3 to 4 million units against Parle's 40 million plus units in 1984. And as you can imagine, the bureaucracy-run soft drink 77 was not used to competition and quietly exited the market. Things changed once again when India opened its doors to the world in 1989-91, when multinationals returned to India after a 15-year absence. First Leher Pepsi, Leher because they were not allowed to use Pepsi by itself, then Coca-Cola 2 years later. Coke hit the ground running and bought Thumbs Up, the largest selling cola, to get a head start on its rival Pepsi, giving Ramesh Chauhan, the owner of the brand, an offer he couldn't refuse, $60 million at that time. We have deeper pockets and can outspend you in marketing 10-1. By then, Campa Cola was beset with family problems and couldn't compete with the American giants, and finally shut shop in the 2000s. It tried multiple times to revive the brand, the last in 2019, but failed due to lack of financial strength. Now 30 odd years later, Mukesh Ambani's daughter Isha Ambani has revived the drink after buying the rights of the brand from its original owners Pure Drinks for 22 crore. The Ambanis are not banking on just nostalgia, as the 1980s generation that remembers the brand are no longer cola drinkers. He will market the hell out of it to the 1.25 billion Indians who drank 5.9 billion liters of soft drinks in 2016. They may use the brand's original slogan, The Great Indian Taste, to help Campa capitalize on the nationalism trend. For distribution, he has 17,225 JioMart stores and over 15 lakh Kiranas who buy products from Reliance's B2B network. For bottling and distribution muscle in the south, it has bought a stake in Chennai's Kali Aerated Waterworks, makers of the popular Bovanto soft drink and associated with Asian beverages in Tamil Nadu and Jalan food products in Andhra and Rajasthan. And it is undercutting prices in the more popular 200 ml immediate consumption pack to Rs 10, 20 for a can, but is being matched by Coke, though it is likely to affect their partners Bovanto more, which is no pushover and gives India's largest selling cola Thumbs Up a solid fight in its home turf of Andhra. The competition is not sitting idle either. Both Coke and Pepsi have increased trade discounts, promotions and local marketing. Coke has bought into food delivery platform Thrive that has over 10,000 restaurant tie-ups where it can exclusively push its brand. Reliance, however, has acquired the brand at a time when consumers are moving away from sugary drinks. While the overall market for colas is still growing, the growth is slowing, with the volume of carbonated soft drinks declining from 81% in 2016 to 70% in 2021. What is really growing is packaged drinking water, from 13% to 23% during the same time, and non-carbonated drinks like juices to 6%. Still, margins are very attractive in aerated drinks, as all you need is water, sugar and flavoring. A back-of-the-envelope cost of making a liter of cold drink is roughly between 1.5 to 2 rupees, which can be sold for as much as 40 rupees. So what's the catch? The biggest expenditure for aerated brands is advertising. Pepsi and Coke India together spent 924 crore on advertising in 2021. These amounts will not deter Reliance, who is already tied up with former Sri Lankan cricketer Muthaiya Muralitharan's company Ceylon Beverages, from whose 48,000 cans an hour facility it is presently importing Campa Cola cans and will soon set up plants in India for Reliance. It won't be long before its bottling and distribution assets rival Varun Beverages in India, Pepsi's largest manufacturer outside the US. This is the first time Coke and Pepsi are being really challenged in India, a market they have dominated since the early 1990s. And though they both may have reason to worry, they are putting on a brave front.
New entrants validate the opportunity that exists in the country. Reliance has distribution muscle, but the Indian market is big enough.
The acquisition of the Campa Cola brand is part of Reliance's strategy crafted by T. Krishnakumar, the former chairman of Coca-Cola who moved to Reliance in 2021. He identified other strong local brands like Socio, the popular Gujarat-based soft drink maker, and bought a 50% stake in it so it could use its bottling facilities. He is scaling up Reliance's FMCG play through small-sized acquisitions valued at a few crores, buying Lotus chocolate from the Pai family and Sri Lanka's biscuit maker Maliban, and creating its own labels. So far, everywhere else in the world, wherever Coke and Pepsi have bought popular local brands, they killed it so as to propagate only their brand. Coke tried to do the same with Thumbs Up and even stopped promoting it. But despite this stepmotherly treatment, it stubbornly refused to die and in fact grew bigger, grabbing a share of 20% late last year, crossing $1 billion in annual sales in India in 2021, bigger than either Coke or Pepsi. Now they have to contend with Campa Cola, owned by a man with deep pockets. Bisbo's Limerick, a soft drink brand revived from the dead, gives the cola giants in India a feeling of dread. Will nostalgia work? Send buyers berserk? The cola wars in India are streaming ahead. You will also find these sources listed in our video description section.